Hi, my name's Miranda. This is my introduction video. It's called This Is Me by Miranda Robin Craig. Notice I like to use my full name a lot because I have a little interesting fact for you. My dad had a whole nother family before he met my mom. And unfortunately, his first wife, their babysitter, and his firstborn, Robin, his daughter, had died. And I think about that all the time because had that never happened, he would have never met my mom and I wouldn't be here. I'm sorry to bring you down, but that was my attention getter for my intro there. This video has to be pretty short, so what I want to talk about today is why I chose my plan of study, which is Master of Arts in Integrative Studies, and why it's taken me so long, because I've been going to school for the last 6 years straight. So first of all, I have a Bachelor of Science in Psychology, and when I was in that program, I was offered to be part of a bridge program, which means you can take up to 4 classes as an undergraduate that will apply towards your master's degree, and you can take them at undergraduate cost. It waived the GRE requirement for me, and it was just something that kind of looks good on your resume. So I said, sure, I was a part of it. So the MSIO program is the Master of Science in Industrial and Organizational Psychology. And IO psychology is basically the psychology of work. And it's extremely boring because if I had to read one more journal article about a performance appraisal or anything related to work, I was going to completely lose my shit because it's the most boring stuff I've ever read. So I had to start looking around at NKU's other programs. I came across the Master of Arts in Integrative Studies, set up a Zoom meeting with Rudy Garnes. He's the director of that program, and it sounded really awesome because he said most students will take classes that are bunched together for a certificate, so you can also get a graduate certificate while you're getting your Master of Arts degree. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I decided to do that, and my focus is clinical research, and that graduate certificate is 18 credit hours by itself. And within that 18 credit hours, clinical trials 1, 2, and 3 actually qualified me for a micro credential also. So doing this, I'm going to get a micro credential in clinical research, a graduate certificate in clinical research, and by the time I finish, I'll have my actual Master of Arts in Integrative Studies. So all of that was really attractive to me about this program, and that's why I chose it. So why is it taking me so long? That brings me back to my dad. In 2008 and 2009, that was the first school year I was enrolled at NKU. Unfortunately, I lost my dad at the end of 2009, so I sort of dropped out. I did finish one class, but the other two, I was enrolled in 3 classes, and I just dropped out of 2 of them. And I just didn't go back. I was a mess. It took me a very long time to get back on track after that, 8 years to be exact. It was 2016 when I went back to school. So I'm a bartender. I've been bartending for 17 years, and I was at work one day and I was marrying ketchup bottles, and I had an epiphany. I just thought, to myself, like, this can't be my life forever. I've got to do something different. So when I went home from work that day, I immediately got on my laptop and I set up an appointment with an advisor and enrolled for classes, and here I am. In one more year, I'll have my master's degree. So real quick conclusion, what we talked about was why I want my MA in Integrative Studies, why it's taken me so long to get there. We touched on my personal life a little bit, talked about my dad. I guess most importantly, the thing to know about me is that I am back on track. I'm extremely excited to get finished with my Master of Arts degree and take the next step in my career process. This is my first YouTube video. I hope it turned out okay, and I really appreciate you listening. Thank you very much. Bye.